Bendigo Kangan Institute, or BKI, has 8 different campuses across the state, and then we also teach in 10 correctional facilities. So we've got about 1,400 staff. The People Matter survey is our annual engagement survey, and that gives us some really good indicators around psychological health and safety. And so the results from the survey really highlighted to the executive that we need to do more work in this space. The program that the executive endorsed was a 12-month program to set up a risk management approach. That's when my role was created and I came into the organisation. We started with consulting with some of our key staff representative groups, like our health and safety reps, to understand what potential hazards people were getting exposed to. And then we ran a risk assessment using the Flourish DX platform. And through that platform, they can provide us feedback around psychosocial risks. What it gives us is a risk score for each of the hazards so that we could really see where the higher or lower risk areas are. We saw across the organisation higher risk scores around areas like work overload, change management and job autonomy. And then we also saw it in some specific teams, particularly in some of our teaching areas. We have teachers in correctional facilities, and so they're potentially dealing with complex classroom situations. Following that, we did workshops with staff to really understand the root causes of some of the higher risks and work with them to develop solutions that would make a difference for them.
The actual training that we did, it opened my eyes to really understand mental health in the workplace and how to better help the staff I work with. I look after the trades, so I have a lot of rough, tough tradies, and they shared with me in confidence that it really changed their thinking and really helped them.
The program was initially approved for a 12-month period to set up a risk management approach, but once that was done, our executives saw that this is an ongoing piece of work and needs to transition into BAU, so it's now ongoing. We've seen nearly a 10% decrease in staff who are experiencing high levels of stress in the last 12 months, a 10-point increase in our safety climate scores. We also have seen reduced turnover and lost time injury in the last 12 months. So we're seeing some really great early indicators of the program. Potentially, most importantly, more people supporting each other. So we've trained nearly 150 staff in mental health first aid, as well as upskilled all our leaders.
For the mental health first aid training, it's how I actually can support my fellow colleagues, engage with them, make them feel supported to then lower that attrition rate or absences away. It's been a fundamental change that we've gone through.
Our leaders have substantially supported the program being implemented, first by being participants themselves. I think leaders also are leading conversations across the organisation, continuing to invest and learn and take feedback. It's a core part of what we do is to ensure that we provide the best possible environment for our staff and students and stakeholders alike.
Success is an organisation where we're not contributing at all to people's stress levels, and people are having a really great experience at work. They're able to do something that they find meaningful, they're able to go home with energy at the end of the day.